Okay, so today we're going to be diving deep into something pretty interesting.
Yeah.
We've got this piece by Záda Beasley, founder and CEO of ZataData. Have you heard of her?
I have, yeah. I've been following her work for a while now. She's got some really
Yeah.
interesting takes on things.
Yeah, she's doing some pretty fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
And she talks about this concept of invisible influence, which
Yeah.
kind of just grabbed me, when I saw that.
I know exactly what you mean, that idea of those like hidden forces that are
Yeah.
shaping things, but we don't always see them.
It's like they're there, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Exactly. And especially when it comes to entrepreneurship and, all the things that go with that.
Yeah, and she's really been through it, applying for over 500 tech jobs.
Oh, wow.
532 to be exact. And she even landed like 140 interviews.
Wow. It's crazy, right?
That's persistence.
It is. It's some serious dedication.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing that kind of blew my mind. She kept getting told she was overqualified for C-suite positions.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You would think with that much experience, she'd be a shoo-in.
Right. It makes you wonder, like, what's really going on behind the scenes?
Right. What are they actually looking for?
Yeah, and that's kind of where that invisible influence comes in.
Yeah, how does she explain that?
Well, she doesn't really, like, pinpoint one specific thing, which I think is interesting,
Okay.
because it could be so many different things, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It could be the way the tech world is just constantly changing so fast.
Right. What's senior one day is obsolete the next.
Yeah.
You're always playing catch up.
Exactly. And our traditional ways of, like, measuring experience, they just don't
Totally.
keep up
Barely.
together.
It's like a whole different
Yeah.
set of rules.
Yeah. And, we have to think about those other factors, too. Like, could there be ageism involved? Or some unconscious bias that's
Absolutely.
sneaking into these hiring decisions?
Yeah, you don't even realize it's happening half the time.
Oh,
It's almost like there are these unwritten rules, this hidden layer of criteria that nobody talks about.
and it's not just affecting individuals. She talks about how it can impact entire communities.
Yeah,
Skew the data, make it harder for certain groups to get ahead.
it's like it creates a ripple effect
Exactly.
that you don't even see at first.
So what does she say we can do about it?
Well, this is where she gets really passionate about entrepreneurship.
Right, creating your own lane.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like taking control of your own destiny,
So instead of waiting for someone to give you a chance, you make your own.
Exactly. You build your own thing. And she talks about this, how when people get shut out of those traditional systems over and over again, it can lead to some real economic devastation.
Yeah, you lose hope.
Yeah. But she's not all doom and gloom about it. She's actually
Right.
super hopeful. She emphasizes this power of resilience, of believing in something bigger than yourself to help you through tough times. It could be faith, it could be family, it could be your community.
Whatever gives you that strength to keep going.
Exactly. Exactly. And, she talks a lot about believing in yourself and your abilities, even when it feels like everyone else is doubting you.
That's so important, especially when you're trying to break new ground.
And something else she talks about? Community. She's really big on this. She says it's so important to speak up, to share your experiences, even if you're scared of what might happen.
It can be intimidating, though, right? To put yourself out there like that.
Oh, for sure. But
Yeah.
she says that's how we start to break down those invisible barriers.
By shining a light on them.
Exactly.
And supporting each other along the way.
Yeah, finding those people who get it, who've been there too. Because none of us can do this alone.
So true.
So, if you're out there listening and you're feeling kind of stuck, you're getting your head against a wall.
Yeah.
Beasley's story offers some really powerful takeaways, I think. First of all, you got to recognize that invisible influence, it's real. It's out there. It's impacting all of us in different ways. And second, entrepreneurship can be a really incredible way to just take control of your life.
You're not at the mercy of those systems anymore. You make your own rules.
Exactly. And don't forget, find your people, build your community, and don't be afraid to speak your truth.
Love that.
So before we wrap up here, I want to leave you with something to think about. Beasley talks a lot about owning your narrative. What does that mean for you in your own career journey? How can you take everything you've been through, the good and the bad, and use it to fuel your own success? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. So until next time, keep diving deep.
Keep pushing forward
Yeah.
and own that narrative.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.